This another fight back by Paris Letdowns, but LAG, I mean, they still have the open 2 rounds. So let's see which team comes out here. We got this P1 square. Paris Letdowns will get there first. We'll get the first kill onto Fire and the second one onto Vanity as Maz get 2. But Oki takes down All-Star Merc. Dimes and Cole are closer to the hill, so they will get that opening hardpoint time for Paris Letdowns. But right now, they're just focusing on the kills, trying to get those back spawns. And you see 2 of LAG players spawn out. So this may have worked out for Paris Letdowns how they wanted.
Yeah, Paris with a little bit of an early lead, and Dimes is just absolutely on a tear here. 5 streak already, make that a 6 streak. Looking at P number 2, maybe trying to get some kills from across the road here, but that submachine gun is going to be tough to work with. I say that, but he's on a 7 streak so far. Again, trying to live up to his name, trying to get 10 in a row. Might be able to catch this player through the door. Unfortunately, doesn't spot him. Gets killed in the back. Looked like he might have had a chance to turn on him, but goes down on a 7 spree. Paris, though, early lead. Got to get this P number 2. But, I mean, the kills department already coming through on Paris' side.
Yeah, Dimes picked it up. The one guy who picked it up. We saw him picking it up at the end of that hard point, that first hard point. And his gunny has just kept it up. Now his team is just leaning on him for his gun power as they have to just try to get the hill, get the rotations right now. The LAG do got a 34-24 lead and control of the seal with 25 seconds left. So this is some big time for both teams. If you are Paris Letdowns, you got to think about the rotation. I think player 64 is already on that rotation. Player 3 did spawn out in the back. The whole Paris Letdown teams are spawning out. So the rotation for next definitely is on for both teams, but they got to watch out for player 6 coming through that lobby. They take him down, take down Fire, and then Paris Letdowns should be set up for this next hill.
I don't want to speak too soon, but this feels better for Paris than map 1 did at this point in time. I feel like Paris is paying attention to rotations. They are trying to get the proper sight lines and being able to play a little bit smarter here. You have that number 4 player in Sid Melts just kind of ratting out on the point, waits for the LAG members to come in and then gets them killed. Unfortunately, the spawns did flip and you do give up your spawn points, but I think Paris played that well, all things considered. If you don't get another second onto this point, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Obviously, you still want to try to contest it. But I think Paris, the point to extract here is that I think they're playing a little bit smarter, a little bit more thoughtfully. And, hopefully that combines with kills to maybe give them a P number 4 start. But LAG is kind of slaying out in return. So Paris playing smarter, but they're going to have to play a little bit harder as well.
Yeah, man, LAG already on this rotation to this next hill as they got control of this hill. Kills going back and forth. Semper will be the first guy to chow this hill. He sees one, but he gets taken down by the LAG player playing close by the wall. Dime trying to make his way through the back, having a one-on-one gun battle with Sid Melts before he finally takes him down. And Mags trying to push him through the front. Mags coming through the front, but there is a break in by Paris Letdown. 35 seconds to clock. LAG now in the, I think they're spawning out in the front. I don't know exactly where they're spawning, but they got to try to break into the seal. 25 seconds to go. Thinking they might give the rest of the scrap time to LAG. They don't win these next couple battles, but no, they're challenging for the hill with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, 20 seconds left to go. Paris at least wants to tie it up here. Might be able to get their wish, but All-Star Merc just in the back door, just creating a diversion, but does end up favoring going to that P number 5. Paris is a little bit on the back foot here. There's 4 LAG members on a P number 5, and you have, I think, Fire slaying out to boot. So this might be tough for Paris to break, but again, maybe they should have been considering this a little bit beforehand, but they're in the situation they're in. Now it's a 2v2 onto the point. You get Semper getting a nice kill, and Semper, I think, gets 2 kills, actually, to blow that point wide open. Now Paris is in control, but LAG is just throwing bodies at it. Again, you've got Mags combining with All-Star Merc to get 3 Paris members down. You have the lone Paris member, and Dimes goes down, but Paris is spawning so close that they could just step right back onto the point. This point is an absolute battle. Can't really make heads or tails of it, but you can maybe start to think about P1 if you're either team. But honestly, this is kind of impressive how both teams are not getting almost any points on this point.
Yeah, we're about to reset back to the first set of rotations. But pretty much a tie game. Maybe a little bit of Paris Letdowns lead. Whoever decides to get the rest of the scrap time, we have the lead. It'll be Paris Letdowns. Back to P1 and Paris Letdowns. Look, they will probably start off with the opening time, but they got to get these kills as the hill is starting to get surrounded by LAG players. 3-4 kills favoring LAG as they break onto the hill. Now they got to wait for these Paris Letdown defense. Vanity, he finds one. Fire finds another one. Vanity trying to put his shots down, but his teammates say, it's okay, I got the kills for you. And this is a big hold right here for LAG as they're starting to stretch their lead and starting to get the kills to work out in their favor.
Yeah, LAG reclaiming a little bit of a small lead over here, but they have P1 down on lock. More importantly, they have P2 down on lock so far, but that number 2 and Dimes may be able to change that. Opts to go maybe more towards the building side of the map, and now is kind of just behind number 7 in Fire, but is able to get Fire down. I think Dimes will need to push into those spawns a little bit more to maybe secure the spawns that they want, but LAG is already on P2. LAG maybe already thinking about rushing into that back corner finally. Paris sent 3 members there, they secure the spawns, and securing the point is an operation in progress here. All-Star Merc, though, having something to say about that, getting killed into that garbage side of the map, but while this is happening, LAG managing to soak up a few seconds of time into the point, and Paris trying to contest it, but LAG just gunning Paris down. Paris gets completely shut out of P number 2, and maybe you have one more push here, and then it's time to think about P number 3 if you're on the side of Paris. Not a really great hill out of them.
But a great hill from All-Star Mark, who's starting to turn up, currently on a 5 streak as he just starting to look mixy. But there goes Oki to take him down. Probably gave him a little caster curse, but it's all right. 13 seconds, Paris Letdowns. We're trying to look to get the rest of the scrap time. There is close players spawning out from LAG, so that scrap time probably is not looking favorable if you are Paris Letdowns. We saw Paris Letdowns last set of rotations get a big, get some big holes on this hill, but it's not looking good for them on this second set of rotations as 2 big kills go in the favor of LAG to clear out those players that were on the hill. You got Paris Letdowns spawning up from the back. Well, 2 players spawning the back now. The spawns have flipped for Paris Letdowns. Let's see if the read is in for LAG as all Paris Letdowns are trying to attack this hill from the back or the front. I don't really know because it's been a long time since we cast it rewind, but Simper is still holding his life on the hill before he finally gets taken down. LAG will control the hill.
Yeah, LAG another great hill, and now they also have P4. LAG is now within 1 hill of winning this map and winning this series. If they could just keep Paris from getting behind him and just shoot him down from the front, maybe LAG has a good setup here. But as I say that, all the LAG members go down, and now Paris just walks right onto P number 4. They get the back, they get the front. LAG is kind of just running towards it at this point, not doing anything too smart. Paris just scouting around the point. You see Sid Melts gets a important kill on the mags. Can he get the second? No, he can't. But Paris, while this fighting is going on, is soaking up the time. LAG can no longer win it here. You have Dimes just absolutely sliding and being a menace on the map here, covering the back. You have number 64 and Semper coming to front, and you have 3 and OK covering the hill. And that's all you need to do. Paris, they're about to tie this game right back up. LAG is going to need to absolutely dominate on map number 5 and map number 1. Full 60, they could do it, but the reverse sweep is actually looking better than it did a few minutes ago.
I mean, the percentage of the reverse sweep is definitely going up. It's definitely going up as this map is continuing to progress. We do have a Paris Letdown 1 lead as we go into P5, and they have control of the hill, knowing exactly where LAG is coming from this big truck. Semper takes down 1. He's looking for the second. His teammates got the second. Player 5 has snuck it through. Can he get taken down? No, he get not taken down, but he does get backed up enough for his team, waiting for his teammates to push in. Now they're going to try to push in through the small hallway. Fire coming in through the tractor to trailer side, and they get the break. LAG LAG is in. Paris Letdowns have to try to come to the break. They're 7 seconds away from the win. LAG is 31 seconds away from the win, so nobody could win it here. They're gonna have to reset back to P1, but Paris Letdown on the second set of rotations brought the game back.
Yeah, Paris brought the game back, but this P1 is probably where this game is going to end. It's 20 points to 36 points. Paris has a little bit of a foot on the hill, but then LAG responds back. Paris responds back yet again. They're getting a few seconds, which may not seem a lot, but when you're in a situation where you only need 10 left, this is huge. It's Contest City onto the hill. LAG manages to reclaim it again. Paris again trying to get players on the hill to at least just contest it a little bit, not able to do it. LAG is soaking up some time here. You see, you have a member of Paris stepping back on the hill to contest it. Maybe a contest is a win here. Maybe you want to push it to P number 2, although that might favor LAG a little bit. But Paris, they get a few kills on LAG. There's only Fire left. Fire goes down. LAG has to absolutely run on it. They have the bodies, but they need to get the trades. They're contesting. That's good. That's good. That's good. Paris, though, they're all over the point as well. It is a battle between the countertops. LAG holding on just enough to push it to a P number 2. But who's going to be there when P number 2 spawns? It's going to be Paris. No, it's going to be LAG. You got a Paris member down. They gotta get a few players down. I'm losing my mind over here. Paris is trying to get on to P2, but LAG is holding it very well. It's Contest City yet again. Paris going through the DVD door, but LAG is spawning there. LAG cuts Paris down. LAG, 8 seconds left. Paris is making one more push, but time goes down and Paris is done. Paris is finished. LAG wins the map. 3 points in a crazy ending. I'm sorry, Top Life. I didn't have a moment to switch it back to you. That was insane.
Nah, man, you did perfectly, man. 250, 247, and it was crazy. Neston just caught it perfectly. What when you thought a team was giving it up, thought it was going to be over. The other team said, no, I got the fight. And then we just had this back and forth. Team just pushing this P2 hill, but